I wish I could adjust the webcam. Okay, I think I... Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Let's make sure all my devices are turned off. Mute everything. Okay, I think I did that. And again, I'm trying to get this to go the correct way for Facebook, but it doesn't go the correct way for some reason. But since it gets deleted all the time, after 30 days, I'll just go ahead and leave it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that there. All right, guys, we're going to be building a Scrapbook Folio layout album. And I had already, oh, it's kind of bright, right? I had already made a list, and it's in the description box, the list of everything you're going to be needing. Okay, it's connected. Okay, remind me later. Settings. Appearance. System lights. Okay, that's not what I want. Let's close that one. Okay, I'm not going to be able to do the settings for YouTube. It's going to have to stay like that for right now until I can figure it out, because it's super, super close. And I don't know how to make it better. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 platform streaming. We have YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, and Kick. Okay. I'm going to try to go all the way to 4 o'clock this evening, but if I can't, then we'll just pick it up tomorrow. This ain't going to be all done in one day. So, okay, where's the other one? Okay. So for now, let's just go ahead and get some 12 by 12 white sheets. We're going to work with A. And A is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 12 by 12. We're going to need 6 12 by 12 for A's. And A's are not necessarily in here. And this can be used as A and N1. A and N1. A and also N1. Template 4 pages. Building pages. We need 6. So let me go get 6. 6 of them. 6, 12 by 12. Six, 12 by 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 12 by 12. Label them A. We're going to put our A, the upper center, A, 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 and A. So you should have 6 of these A's. We're going to set them aside for now. And you can go ahead and put on your A, next to your A, you can go ahead and put 12 by 12. So you can always see their size. 12 by 12. Now, as we build them, we might have to move these letters and numbers around, these labels. Okay. So you have 6, right? Now we're going to have one more extra. A, 12 by 12. And this is going to be your template. For album pages. Those are your album pages. I wish I knew what I did with the other. Where can it be? I'll probably print it out tomorrow. Okay, it doesn't say it, but it's pages. Now, for those pages, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 hinges, plus an extra one, plus an extra one. Everything is a plus an extra one. One is for building, the other one is template. So you're doing 2 at the same time. So we're going to do 5 hinges, 12 by 2 hinges. 12 by 2, and we need 5 of them. Okay, let's see. 12 by 2, I can only get 6 out of here. All we need is 5. The 4 plus the extra. The extra is a template. The 4 is for building. Somewhere that I could hear. Okay, I think it's the Instagram or TikTok. Oh, next. So we need to do it again. Okay, I need to do it again. Let me just go ahead and bring the volume down on this one. Okay, I'm just keeping an eye on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the one extra. What did we say? 2 inches, right? Okay. 2 inches. Where's my eraser? The eraser's supposed to be right here. It's over there. Okay. I did 1 inch. It's supposed to be 2 inches. 5 at 2 inches. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 extra. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and cut 5, 2, 12 by 2 inches. And we need 5 of them. Okay. Now, the only one we really need to label is the template. But we're going to go ahead and label them all. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I thought that was going to be 6. Yep, here's the other one. 6 one. Okay. But we don't need this one. Make sure you have a small pile to put all your extra pieces that you cut. Because that turn out to be scraps. Because we are going to be using them somewhere down the line. Okay, now to make sure I don't mix none of my stuff up, I'm going to get me a 12 by 12 bag, or actually it's 13. I think 13 by 15. Okay, where's my baggies? Where are my bags? I usually have my bags where I can see them. And I don't see my bags. It's this right here. Is it this? No. Where are my bags? I can't find my bags. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm going to have to go up to my storage area. Here somewhere. It feels like I've used up all the bag and I know I haven't. just a matter of finding them in one of these mini totes. Okay, so right now, okay. So as we cut them and label them, we will put them in the bag so they don't get lost in the shuffle. Put this one back in its own bag here. The original. Okay. So all 5 of the 12 by 2 by 12, I'm going to score at 1 inch along the long side. You're going to do that to all of them. 1 inch. Okay, kick, add topic. I need to add topic. Edit, delete. Edit topics. Oh, let me see. DIY crafting. Now I wonder if I can pick up, do another one. I just can't go around. No, this is okay. I'm not gonna worry about flip. It's not doing what I want it to do. Maybe I can do Instagram on it instead. I think I want to do Instagram on it. Okay, I think I'm going to do Instagram. Now, your clip haven't published. Okay, so now we're going to just do Instagram instead. Go live and flip the camera this way. Oh, add a title. 1 year. Scrapbook. Layout. Folio. Okay. Go live. 3, 2, 1. Hit it. All right. I'm not sure how it's going to look because I can't see it right now. Okay, so when I want to stop it, I don't know right now how to turn the power off once I'm done, but we'll just go with the flow for now. I have to drink lots of water. Okay, so now all these hinges are done. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to build our demo. So we have this is not really labeled. So you just can write on it hinges. 12 by 2. I don't have my hinges in here. I have it here. So we're just going to label it A2. Let's label A2 hinges 12 by 12. 12 by 2. So A2 hinge 12 by 2. Okay. This is going to have to be done in the inside here. 12 by 2, A2 hinge. By 2, A2 hinge. By 2, A2 hinge. 12 by 2, A2 hinge. So that's how I want you to write it out. First put A1, then you put 6, 12 by 12. This is for letter A. 6 pieces. The size is 12 by 12. Label it letter A. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then you have one more extra. Also label it letter A, 12 by 12. And you're going to call those your flaps. So flaps. After you do all of that, next to it, write flaps on your 6 pieces that are 12 by 12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one extra, which is your template. And a hinge, this one. Try not to crease nothing that you are using as template. Don't fold your pieces for your template We want to keep them nice and flat. I want to go ahead and start adding the put that there. The other thing, if you want, for your own information, because you can use these with other albums. You can use the templates with other albums. So you can if you want, or if you don't want, I'm going to put here 1 year layout. Layout folio album. And now I'm going to put here cut 6. No, yeah, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. Cut 6 pieces. And that's for this album. Now, if you have another album, you will put the theme and the pieces of how many you want to cut for that particular album. And for this one, we're going to need, how many hinges do we say? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hinges. So I hope I'm right. And the same thing here. You would do your theme on your layout. Folio album. Cut 4 pieces at 12 by 2. And that's 1 of your albums. That might be different for another album where you might only want to cut only 4 of those and 2 of these. So you put the name of your album and the pieces that go with that album. Okay, so we're going to put and you're going to name this pages. Album pages, and this is hinge. So you have your album pages and your hinge. A2, or should we name this A1? A and A2. That's how it's going to be. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and put these together right now. So you're going to take an A page. We didn't label this page. I'll go ahead and label it page. Because if we need to refer to it later, we'll know what we're talking about. Page. Page. 12 by 12. Make sure everything is labeled. Okay. Actually, that's not 12 by 12. Yeah, 12 by 12. Okay, now we're going to convert them into pages. So we're going to take 2. It's going to be 3 page per side. So we're going to take 3, put the other 3 to the side for right now. 2 hinges, and put the other 2 to the side for right now. For the demo that we're building, I'm going to be using glue. I'm going to be using glue. I'm using Elmer's glue. And this is going to go into the folio. And we want the first one that we're building, we want our hinge on the left side of us. So when you open up your folio, it's going to open up to your left. Okay. And you're going to put this one in between 1 and 2. Between page 1 and 2. So make sure you go ahead and put plenty of glue. Not smother it, but enough. But not so much that it's going to ooze out. It's going to go between 1 and 2. At the bottom. 2 is at the bottom. All the way to your edge. And I'll make sure this is not going over the line. Okay, and then your second page. Actually, that's the first page. It'll go on top. And I need paper towel. Paper towel and a wet one. I usually have paper towels and wet ones and everything ready. And this time I don't have nothing ready. Yeah. Okay. Shut the door. I'll blow my nose real quick. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and glue our, this one is not, this too. Let me see if I can get it before it dries all the way. Just about dried. But make sure that your pages are where you want them. I want this to be all the way to the edge. I want to make sure it opens up real good. And then get your third page on there. So you get another hinge. And then your third page. I'll put it over here because my hinge is right here, but when I flip it over, it's now right here. So I want to make sure this goes on the right, correct side. Yeah. Hello. Hello, we are building album together. I'm building them 1 year scrapbook layout folio album. 1 year, so we're going to be having plenty of flaps and photo mats for your 1 year album. And so far, we're building the pages for our left-hand side of the folio. Okay. So right now we have 6 pieces, 12 by 12, and 4 pieces, 12 by 2, and we're combining them to make a page. Okay. I don't know what that was. Thank you. Okay. I want to make sure this is going to open up good. So it opens up nice. The spread is opened up very nicely. Okay. So we have 3 pages here. 1, 2, 3. And these 3 pages are going to go to the left side of the album. This is what the album is going to end up looking like. Not with the same design. You guys will have your own design. Okay, so we did our first 3 pages. 1, 2, and 3. And then the one to the right side is also going to be opening up to from left to right, or from right to left, I mean. So you're going to put your hinge again on the left-hand side. You can do it that way, or you can do it where the left-hand side opens to your left and your right-hand side opens to your right. Those are the 2 choices that you have. Okay, so now we're going to build our left-hand side. And I'm going to build it. Let me see. Am I going to build it the same way? Yeah, I'm going to build it the same way. So it's going to open right to left. So we'll just make a duplicate copy of what we just did now. So 3 more pages and 2 more hinges. Okay. If anybody wants to be invited, let me know. If anybody wants to join, and anybody on Instagram or TikTok, anybody on TikTok want to join, let me know. Okay, that one is Facebook. So first we're going to build a demo. The demo album. And by the time you're done, everything will be labeled. Everything will have a label on it and size. So that when you get ready to do your album, you can refer to your demo. It will have the size, the name, and the label, the letter that corresponds with that piece. Get another page and put it on top of the hinge. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue on this hinge here. Open it and make sure it's going to lay flat. You need to adjust it. Make sure it's going to open nice and flat. Now we're going to add our third page. First we're going to do our hinge, put it on top. I know I cut 4 hinges. Where is it? Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Have the extra on standby just in case. That happens to me a lot where I'm losing everything. You want to make sure that your label is seen, that you can see your label. So if we need to refer to it, we can see it. We need to refer to it, go back to it and see what the label number is, what piece it is, the name of the piece, the size of the piece, and where it would correspond. So put your second hinge on top of your second page. Okay. Make sure it's Okay, and I'm going to add glue to this hinge here. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate the hearts. Thank you, thank you. And the likes. Thank you so much. Okay, now we're going to add our third page onto the hinge. Make sure all your edges are matched up. And open up your page to make sure it's going to lay flat and not overlap. Okay. So now this is our other side of the folio. We have our left and we have our right. So I'm going to go ahead and label one left and the other one right. Left side, right side. Now, as we build onto these, we might have to rearrange these labels and numbers and pages and whatnot. This info. Okay, so let's work on one page at a time. We're going to work on our left-hand side. We're going to put this one away along with our 2 demo pieces. This is what we just built with these 2 templates. We built 6 pages, 3 for the left and 3 for the right. So right now, we're going to work on our left side of the folio. Okay, so now, according to this, I already have one built. And this one, this is the one we're going to work on. Yes, this is the one we're going to work on. This is going to be your right-hand side. So we're going to need a D. So look at your list, which is in the description. You can print it out. Copy and print the measurements is in the description along with the supplies you're going to need. Now we're going to cut out D. We're going to cut out 2, label it large flap, and they're going to be 12 by 9.5. 2 pieces of D. You're going to label D. Nine and a half by 12, which is going to be this one right here, this flap right here, this one. That's what we're cutting. So we're going to cut 2D. And because it's 12, we're going to have to use a 12 by 12 sheet. I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 12 by 9.5. And actually go ahead and cut 3 pieces. Because 1 is your demo. 1 is your template, I mean. 2 is your demo and 1 is your template. 12 by 9.5. By 9.5. Okay. Keep these in your scrap pile. Those make good hinges right there. Okay. You're going to take all 3 of these and score a 1/2 inch on your tall side. Not the short side. You're going to do the on the tall side. Let me go ahead and get mine so you guys can follow along. This is what I mean by 1/2 inch more long edge. A long edge. Score at a 1/2 inch. There we go. Hold on a second, guys. Let me answer her. Yo te bendiga. Estoy en vivo. Te llamo ahorita porque estoy en vivo. Estoy haciendo un video. Ok. Estaba en Facebook. Ok. Bye. Okay. All right, so we're going to do that to all 3 of them. 1/2 inch along the 12-inch side. And in case you guys are wondering, I do use my, I hit all 12 already. I do use my scoreboard upside down. It's a lot easier for me. I don't have to be holding on the edge over here. Okay. Okay, so one is your template. I'm going to use this one as my template. This one is my template, it don't matter. We're going to label it as following. We already said it was D. So all of them are D. They are all 9.5 by 12. 9.5 by 12. 9.5 by 12. Large flap. Okay. Okay, so for right now, one is going inside. inside of here, which is our template. I should keep it like that instead of putting it in and out, in and out, in and out. And just go ahead and keep it like that. Okay, so now on the left side, we're going to go ahead and add the flap. Now, that's this one right here. That's this flap right here. So that goes all the way to the edge. So we're going to make sure we put this all the way to the edge. Once you build your demo, you can get an idea of either adding more or eliminating a part that you don't like, or adjusting the part, the piece. So for right now, I'm going to add this to the edge. And this is going on the top page. Wow. It's really, I'll be careful. Very slippery. Okay. Okay, there we go. The second one we're going to set aside because I'm not sure where it's going to go yet. It could go in the other side, on the right hand side, or am I going here somewhere? I don't know yet till I get to that part. So what we'll do is we'll put it away. That one goes there. And this will go on top of it. This will go like this, right there. Okay, make sure you have plenty of space because this is going to be start to go all over the place. Okay, we're going to be building up on the page up. So, we need to get let's start with the K flap. The K flap, we're going to cut 1. So for right now, you're going to cut 2 because 1 is your template. So 1 flap at 4 by 8.5. So here you can go ahead and use your regular size cardstock. If you have scraps, use those. Okay, where are we again? 4 by 8.5. We're going to cut 2. And then label accordingly. 4 by 8.5. 4 by 8.5. Okay. This is already 8.5 that way, so 4 is going to be this way. Okay, so here are 2 pieces. 8.5 by 4. Put that scrap to the side. I need a bin to put my scraps in. I think that'll be better. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, I got a bin to put all my scraps in for right now. There. Now we're going to take the 4 by and we're going to score alongside the 8.5, half an inch alongside of 8.5 on the long side, a half an inch. Okay. This is going to get labeled K. K 4 by 8 1/2 flap. Same thing here. K 4 by 8 1/2 flap template. Okay, template set aside. Okay, template's there. This is going to go here. Now, it's up to you how you want to position this. You can position it up higher, you can position it down lower, or you can position it in the center, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to position it in the center. But before I glue it down, we're going to do E. E. Okay, what is it? E1? No, just E. Okay, so okay, so E is at 6. We want to make sure of our sizes. I need 6 of those. 4. Actually, it's going to have to be 5. No, but that's E2. That's E2 right here. 6 by 8.5. Wouldn't that be 6 by 8.5? Seems like we did something wrong. Okay, let's measure this part here. That's actually 5.5 by 8.5. Okay, 5.5 by 8.5. So right here. Okay, so that's just a regular E, and that's E2 over there. E1 and E2, but they're different pieces. Okay. So E2, we're only going to cut one. So for right now, we're going to cut two pieces. 8.5 by 5.5. Two pieces. 8.5 by 5.5. Now, where's my scraps? Because I think this might be a good 8.5 by 5.5. This is 8.5. Okay, so we just got to cut 5.5. By 5.5. So we're using the scraps. We're using the scraps from the other cut. And then this was left of that. So we're going to label these E. E 5.5 by 8.5, and it's a flap. And E 5.5 by 8.5, also a flap, but one's a template. One's our template. And the same thing here. We're going to score 1/2 inch alongside of the 8.5. Now, one's a template, so do not bend. Do not bend that one. Do not bend your template. Template. Make sure everything is labeled correctly. Okay, so we're going to take our E. We're going to fold back the score line there. Fold that back onto itself like so. Now, you're going to take your K and position it where you want to position it. Then you're going to take your E and position that right alongside your K, and that's where it's going to go. You're going to line it up together side to side. So go ahead and glue down your K, and you're gonna glue on the inside of the score line, on the inside of the flap, up to your score line. Do not go over your score line. So something like that. Okay. And you're going to position it on the bottom side of your D flap, on the bottom inside, on the inside of your D flap. You're going to put your D flap inside of your K flap. Okay, so now remember, this is just a demo. It's just a demo, so we have to make sure put it right up. Now it's positioned right where you want it. I don't know why it's fighting with me right here. It doesn't want to. There we go. Remove this glue from here so it doesn't get stuck to the page. Okay. Now you're going to line up your E flap to your K. You can look at it and say, okay, I like it so far. It looks good. You're just going to line it up. You're going to butt up with up to it, but not over flap. Do not over flap your flap. Do not have one on top of the other. Just alongside. Line it up alongside of it. And then press down on your E, the hinge area. Then open it and wipe this mood. And that was wiping it. It's very slippery until it dries. And it'll dry quick. Okay. So now we got that done. Now, mind you, you will be adding magnets. You will be adding magnets so that we can remember we're going to add a magnet there, a magnet here, and a magnet on the other flap, top and bottom. Now we're going to work on our pocket that goes in the inside. And that pocket is labeled J. J. Let me not take it out of there. Let me go ahead and see if we can do this without looking at that. J is 9 5/18 by 4 1/4. 9 5/18 by 4 1/4. Cut 2 pieces of that. And that's a pocket. Okay. 9/15, 5/15. That is like 9 5/15. We're going to cut 2 pieces. So we're going to go this way with the 9 5/15. The best way for me to do it is with the ruler. 9 5/18. I think that's 5/18 right there. Where is my... I need to get something real quick. I need to make sure this is 9 5/18. Okay. I actually need a sharper pencil in there. Get it right there. Okay. 9 5/18. Yeah, every little bit counts. 9 5/18. 9 5 by 4 1/4. I can get that in there. And we're going to cut 2 pieces. Nine 5/18. By 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Save that. That is our pocket to be. Okay, so we're gonna, one's a template and the other one's for your demo. So this pocket is pocket 5 1/18 by 4 1/4. And this one, what letter was this one again? J? Yeah, J. I should mark it as I go along. That way I'll know what I did. We did A and the hinges and D. 2 large flaps and K. And regular A. Okay. And we just did J. So now we're going to go ahead and okay, just getting a little bit of a hand there. score along the long side of the 9 5/18, and along that side. Actually, you're going to do 3. You're going to score on 3 sides. That's the bottom, so we need to go here. The 2 short side and 1 long side. 2 short side and 1 long side. Let me label this one. This one is J 5 1/18 by 4 1/4 pocket. This one's going to be the template, and this one's the demo. Now, with your pocket, you're going to cut across where this cross is right here. There's a cross right there that meets there. You're going to cut diagonally like that. Diagonally like that. And then the same thing with the other side. You cut diagonally right where this cross is. I don't know if y'all can see it. Right where this cross is, you're going to cut diagonally. Diagonally there. So it looks like almost like a diaper, I want to say. Okay, now we're going to take and fold to the back of the pocket. Fold on your score line to the back of the pocket, or the inside of the pocket, however you want to call it, the back or the inside. Make sure it's not overlapping. Make sure those corners do not overlap. Okay. Now let's put our pocket inside of the flap E and K. Open them up. And you're going to line your pocket towards the bottom of the open flaps. Towards the bottom of the open flaps. So you're going to do it you put your pocket in the inside of, on top of D, on top of your D flap. And you're going to glue all 3 hinges of your pocket. And glue on all 3 sides, like so. And you're going to center it to the bottom. You're going to center it in the middle here. Make sure that your flap will close nicely. So you're not gluing and it's not showing on the bottom. Make sure it's not showing on the bottom here. And make sure your flaps are closing. They're not being hindered by your pocket. Okay, since We glued the pocket. Now, where we have marked for our magnet, you can't see it. So we're going to put our magnet here. So when we close this, we know the magnet's going to be somewhere around here and somewhere around here. And somewhere around here and somewhere around here. That will keep that closed. Okay. We are going to be, now at this stage here, make sure. I'm like, what is this? I don't remember putting a pocket there. At this stage here, you can start thinking about how you want to decorate your top flaps. If you want to put windows, you can. If you don't want to put windows, you don't have to. You can leave it alone. You can add pockets, however you want to decorate it. That's how you decorate it. You leave it alone for photos, mount photos on it, however you want to do it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and work on this side here, which is L. Right here, L. We're going to work on this one right here. See, so far here, I have it marked where I'm going to put pocket here, a pocket here. And then this is going to be photo and photo. So for right now, we're going to work on this, which is letter L. L. Okay, we're not going to do L yet because L is sitting on top of C, which is a pocket. There's a pocket right there. And these are photo mats. You can mount your photos, create your layout. Those are for creating layouts. Okay, so C. C is a pocket. C is a pocket. So C, let's take this one out for right now. C is going to be 2 large pockets. 13 can't be, it has to be 12. 12 by 4.5. The reason why it's 13 is because you want to add a flap to it, to your 12. You want to add 1/2 inch flap here and a 1/2 inch flap at the bottom. We don't have 13, so we're going to create hinges is what we're going to do. We're going to create hinges. So for now, we're going to cut 3 12 by 4.5, 3 of them. 12 by 4.5. 1, 2, 3. We don't have we don't have no scraps. Okay. Three, 4.5. One of these 3 is a template. It's 4.5. Yeah. So these are scraps that we're gonna hang on to. Put it in my scrap bin. And we're going to score a 1/2 inch on the 12-inch side, along the 12-inch side. if anybody wanted to be invited. How do I check? I'm not sure. Okay. Maybe as I go along. So we're going to go ahead and score 3 of these. Half an inch along the 12-inch side. I'm going to half an inch there. Half an inch there. Half an inch here. Now, we need to create hinges. And our hinges are going to be 4 by 1. Yep, 4 by 1. And we're going to cut 2, 4, 5. We're going to cut 5 hinges. 4 by 1. So let's get our scraps. I hope this is 4 inches. That'll be great. Okay, that's 4.5. And we need 2, 4, 1 inch, 1 inch, and we need 2, 4, 5. Okay. End up doing 6. 1, 2, 3. I'm using the lines on the mat for those that can't see, which is YouTube was not able to see that I was doing the measuring lines. Okay, I didn't even need to do that. And there's 1 inch right there. One inch right there. One inch right there. Okay, now I need to cut these down to 4.5. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 and 3. So it won't be too bulky. 4 inches. It's 4.5. I need to cut it down to 4. Okay, that's 4 inches. So you want 5, 1 inch by 4. Okay, so these are the pockets. This is the, what letter did we say this was again? C. And this one doesn't have the size written on it or nothing, okay? So C. C is 13 by 4.5. Okay, right now we only got 12. We ain't got 13 yet. This 1-inch hinge is going to make it 13. Which, once we get the hinges in there, it will then become 12 inches. The thing is to have the hinges to create a pocket. Otherwise, you're going to have to glue the edge here and the edge here, and then it just makes it more tighter for the photo mats. By adding the hinge, then your pocket becomes more loose and you can add more photo mats than you would if you glued it. So we're going to go ahead and score 2 for right now. 2 of these for right now. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on it so that it doesn't get lost. And score these 2 right here, 1/2 inch. Okay, we need to label these again. C. I'm going to label it this way. So that we're able to see it. C. Let's just put 12 instead of 13. Let's go ahead and put 12 by 4 1/2. Letter C. Pocket. Okay. Add 2 pieces of hinge. 4 by 1 for the hinge. Okay. So that way, then we know all I need is just one template. It's going to be the template. Okay. This is going to be the hinge. Hinge for letter C. 4 by 1. 4 by 1. And that's going to go like so. Okay. So let me go ahead and score this one and then the other 2, so they'll be ready. And the other 2, so they'll be ready for the next pocket. Because there's 2 pockets. Where's the other pocket going to go? I don't know at this moment. But I think it's going to go on the other side of the folio. Oh, I don't know why I cut one too many, but that's okay. This will be for the other. This is for letter C. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to take one of our C's. Save that one there for the next one. And it's going to go this way. Oh, I can smell somebody barbecuing chicken. Okay, I tried to do this too fast and now. Okay. So you get the hinge folded right. Okay, now we're going to add these hinges here to the sides, like that. Okay. You can either put it all the way down at the bottom, and then it'll open up like this. At the bottom of your score line, or the top of your score line, I'm sorry, the top of the score line, not the bottom, the top of the score line. And then we can always cut whatever needs to be cut. So let's go ahead and add this one. This, by creating a demo, it also helps you think of the pages or the design paper that you want to use, and when you need to glue it down, when you need to put it before or after certain flaps, pockets, what you're adding to it, if you're going to be adding any anything, any media, that you want to add to it. And you can think ahead of time what you're going to do, what you want to do before you waste a lot of other items, because you're thinking as you go. Here, you will already have it, the demo put together, and you're going to know how to adjust, where to adjust, what to add, what to eliminate. Because you may not want this pocket, so you will eliminate it. You don't want it, you eliminate it. You want to do something else in its place, you can do that, or just leave it plain and create a layout on it. I want to make sure you're not seeing your hinges hanging out on the edge there. See, now the pocket has hinge, and therefore this is a little bit more loose. You can fit photos a lot better, or photo mat. Even out anything that needs to be even. Okay. And then label. So this is a C pocket, 13 or 12. 12 by 4 1/2. We're changing this to 12 right here. So your C13, erase it and put 12 by 4 1/2. Pocket. And now we're going to go ahead and put this pocket on top of the first flap, on top of the first page of your A label, on top of that, like this. Here on the side, and everything should align. So this is being covered by the pocket. So that we'll change it over here, left side. Okay, now we're gonna put our pocket here, like so. And these, you're gonna have to go ahead and cut diagonal on both of these. Cut diagonally. And cut diagonally on there. So it'll look like that. Diagonally. Okay, I have no idea what happened here. I cut this one way wrong. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I cut on the wrong. It's supposed to be like that. I cut too much of it off. Okay, don't do what I did, okay? Cut it correctly. Cut it where your X is. You're going to have that open void there. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and align the pocket like that. Put glue on your hinge. And then place your pocket. You have to play with it to make sure you get it aligned the way you want it to align. Everything goes good with this demo, then all we have to do is use our template. And trace over our template and cut. Everything will already be done. It'll be pre-measured and everything. So all you have to do is just mark it and cut. Glue put together. Glue and put together. Okay, so now we're going to do L. Okay, I want to make sure that I am putting everything in its place here. C. This will go together with this because I know there's two, one for here and I think one for the other side. So we'll make sure we'll keep this together. And we will put it with this, I guess. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and put it with the templates so I don't lose it. Now we're going to do L. L is one flap, so we're going to cut two at 6 and 8.5. I'm going to cut two of them at 6 and 8.5. And I believe I have enough here with my scraps. This is what we're creating. We're creating this part right here, this flap. It's labeled L. And let me label C here. C is not labeled. C is 12 by 4.5. 12 by 4, 1.5 pockets. Let's see. Okay, L. What did we say it was again? 6 by 8.5. 6 by 8.5. We call that a flap. Okay. 6 by 8.5. I'm going to cut two. By 8.5. Okay. Let's do 8.5 real quick. By 6. Now, this flap, if I remember correctly, okay, one's a template, and the other one is we're going to do along the 8.5. It's a little bit less than 8.5, but according to this, it's 8.5. Okay. Along the 8.5 inch side, a 1/2 inch. Then, now here is where I'm going to have to I really don't want to open this up, but I have to. I have to take it out of here. What letter did we say that was? L. Okay. Letter L. M is the inside. And letter L. That's letter L, but that one wasn't done either. That one wasn't done correctly either. Okay. We'll do it now. And then I can fix this one for future use. And as you see, I have there's two templates. There's this one that's already complete and the one that I'm completing with you guys. And the reason why I like to make two like that is because when somebody comes over and they want to make something with me, I'm able to give them their own templates. And they don't have to wait till I finish using one. That way they can just go ahead and use one. Okay, so what we need to do is the measurement is 2.5. Two and a half. 2.5. This one, I think. No, right here. Yeah. Okay. So 2.5, right? We're going to do a 1/2 inch on the other side. And instead of 2.5, we're going to do 3. Score at 3. So you're going to score at 1/2 inch and at 3 inches. 1/2 inch and 3 inches. So I'm going to fold there, fold here. So it'll look like that. Make sure everything aligns together and it's not overlapping the score line. Okay. Okay, so you have your 1/2 inch here at the right and a 1/2 inch to the left. Your right side, you're going to score 3 inches. From here to here, 3 inches. So you got your 1/2, 3 inches, and then your other 1/2 on the other side. Then you're going to take where your 3 inch is and you're going to fold a 1/2 inch, bringing it down to 2.5. You're going to fold that on top of the other. So you're going to fold where your hinge is. It's going to be on top in the other side there. So we're going to go ahead and put glue on that hinge. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, put them down in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Or DM me, send me a message on my TikTok or Facebook Messenger. or in comments on YouTube comments. Do not email me because I really do not look at my emails at all. I rarely look at my email unless it's something that I'm waiting for. Because my email is full of spam. Spam, spam, spam. Now you want to make sure that none of the glue is in the inside of this thing that we just made. It's like a slider. Like a pocket open on two ends. Make sure there's no glue. And then your other side that's been scored, you're going to flap that over and under. I hate that this doesn't want to go along the score line correctly. Oh, this one was way off. That one got way off the score line. So when I get ready to do the album, the actual album, we have to try to be a little bit more, neater. Okay, so this is going to be the template for this. And this again is L. Letter L or J? Letter L. We'll flip over this way. Oh, so it's L 6 by 8 1/2 flap template. Okay, so what I'm going to do to this one, this template is do the score that we need to, that I didn't do on the other template for the measurements, which is a 1/2 inch and 3 inch. And then the other side is a 1/2 inch, the other edge is a 1/2 inch. So that's 3. And we only measure 3 from the inside. We don't need to measure no more over here, only the 1/2 inch right there. Okay. I'm going to put here 3 inches. 3 inches. From there to there. Yeah. And then from there to there is also 3 inches. From here to here is 3 inches. Okay. And these are 1/2 inch. From here to here. 1/2 inch. From here to here. The hinges, I really don't label them because we have tons of 1/2 inchers. We just need to make sure that we're putting them in the right side. Okay, so now we have the template done. Better than the first one that I did. And that, this flap that we just created, I want it here. You're going to make sure your hinge is on the outside on your left. On your right. You're going to line up, you're going to line this left-hand side to your edge of the flap that opens from right to left, the first flap. So you're going to line that up so everything looks nice and neat, lined up and centered. Okay. I don't see the letter on this one. L 6 by 8 1/2. Call it a flap. Okay, right off the bat, 3 inches from here to here. Okay, and the rest will take care of itself. So let's go ahead and add the glue. Okay, and line it up with the outside one, the flap, and hold this edge down. Okay, open it up just a little bit more down here. That's good. Okay, it's not overlapping one on top of the other. And this one also is going to need magnet here and here, therefore here and here. So we gotta remember our magnet. Otherwise, this will be opening up all the time. And when you open your book, this is gonna fly all over the place. Now, this thing here, this flap, it's enclosed. It's got an opening. It's got an opening on the bottom and an opening on top. So it's like a belly band almost, but with a flap. So we're going to create what's going to go inside of here. We're going to go ahead and do that now, demo purpose and also for template purpose. Let me see. Okay, this one fits in here nicely. So we're going to use this one as a guide. And we're going to cut 2. One for demo, one for template. I'm going to look through my let's see if I have any. I think this one might work. Okay, just have to cut it down. Yeah, I'll use that one. I'll cut it down. Only needs 2. I'll give you the size of this in a moment. I just want to see this here and this here. See if I can it is 9.5, and this is letter M, by the way. Letter M, 9.5 by do 2 1/4. either 2 and 5/16 or 2 and 1/4. It's up to you guys, however you want to do it. I'm keeping the 2 and 5/16 by 2 and 5/16. 16 or 18? Let me see. 5/16. Okay. Letter M for inside L flap. For inside L flap. And I'm calling this a booth strip, photo strip. Booth photo strip. Strip, stripe, strip, stripe, something like that. Okay. Is everyone good? Okay, so let me go ahead and get this cut down. Oh, the paper is making me itch. Now this side over here, the long side is a little bit, hopefully I can just keep it under control here because it's really a tiny piece I'm going to be cutting off of there. Remember, it's 5/18 or 5/16, so that'll be a full 2 1/4. Okay. Let me make sure that's what I got here. Yeah, 5/16. Okay. Now, with mine, I created a design on the top with a punch and on the bottom. Now, when we get ready to do the album itself with the I'm doing mine with black cardstock. I don't know what cardstock you guys are gonna be using. The 12x12. It will have where to place the photos. We don't need it on here, but when I go to do the album, I'll show you how it's done. Oh wait, this is the one I'm building, and this is the one that's okay. So we're going to keep one for the demo. Nine and 1/2. This is M. You know what? If I go to cut a design up there, these numbers will be in the way. Bring them down here. Letter M. 9 1/2 by 2 5/16 for inside L flap, photo booth, photo strip. I knew there was a letter missing here. It's the R. Okay. And then the same thing here for the demo. M 9 and 1 half boy, 2 5/16 or 2 1/4 for inside L flap. Booth photo strip. Okay, so that's one, and then if I just want to do a different one, we'll go ahead and do a different one for demo purposes. I wonder how many windows of this I can get. I'm not going to be able to get 2, but I can get 1. That'll be cool. Okay, I would have to figure out how to center. I wonder if that would be centered right there. Or if it's that right there. Okay. This is not the same. It's because I don't feel like using the cutter, the paper cutter. It's like it's shorter at the top. It is shorter at the top by about 1/8 of an inch. Okay. I'm gonna see how would I use this. Well, 2 fit. You can't. It doesn't fit with this one. How about this side? Just barely. And I don't want it like that anyway. I need to figure out what would be the center. And I would like to think that's the center right there. Oh, this moved out of the way. I want to think that's the center right there. Oh, but it busted this. That's no good. This one is no good. It's not gonna fit in there. This one got ruined. What is it? 2 5/16. So 2 1/4. Two and 5/16. Let's say it out there. That did not work. Okay, I did that too. I'm thinking, okay. Nine and a half. Nine and a half. 9 and a half. By 2 and 1/4. So about right there. And again, it looks like the top is smaller than the bottom. That's almost a little bit less than 2 1/4. And this one is 2 3/8. See, that's weird the way I don't know why it's cutting like that. I want one that's even both the top and the bottom. Okay. Oh, I see. Because it wants to cut that out unless I put that right there. I see why it does that. Okay. We're not going to use this one. Let's use something like this. M 9 1/2 by 2 5/16 for inside L flap booth photo strip. Okay. Let's see what we got. Perfect. Nice. Top and bottom. Okay, so now we have that design, that design. Okay, that design. Okay, so now we have 3 different designs here. All right. I'm going to keep this one with the original. which is this one right here. That's the original one. This is the newer one. And then this will be the template. And it's going inside an L. L is this flap. So we're going to put these together so they don't get discombobulated. Like so. These are all the templates that we've cut out so far. What time is it? 3. Okay, so we will hopefully completed the first. That's the front. We got all of that done. The only thing is that we have to then turn around and decide what we're going to do with these 2 flaps, which I'm going to go ahead and do the pockets and put them here for demo purposes, like this. See, that's how I'm going to do this right here. Put that mark in there. Yeah, okay, so now we're going to work on our inside flap. So everything else that's going to go on is optional, but it's already been demoed. We're going to go ahead and throw this away. We don't need this. It's already been written all over. But we'll keep the other 3 pieces. Okay, so for the inside, okay, that's this right here. That's what we're working on, this side right here. So the inside, all it has is just a pocket. And we created a almost booklet type 2 pages for creating layouts, or just matting your photos, or creating layouts, designing them beyond what it is. Could be put in that pocket, and then maybe 1 or 2 more photo mats can go in there. So we have that done. Now we're going to go into our inside, which we already did. It was our pocket right here. We did our strip. We did this flap. And this is the pocket we just did now. And then we can create this later steps. Okay, so now we're going to turn the pocket. And we're going to be working on these pockets. And then the flap. Then the waterfall. There's 12 waterfalls. 1 for each year on the front. And 1 for each month on the front. 1 for each month on the back. So you can have two. Let's say you take a picture every other week and put it here until your year is up. That way you can compare the pictures from 1 month to the next. And then you have more for the other side. So 2 for January, 2 for February, 2 for March, 2 for April, and so on and so forth. Then you also get a belly band and another booklet like to create layouts, photo mats. You can create a layout on both sides and even decorate all of this if you want to. So that's what we got to be working on. That's what we got to work. This here has these pockets. So these are the same pockets. So we're going to go ahead and cut the pockets for here and the pockets for here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Total of 9 pockets we're going to cut. Let me see. The pocket is the letter. I'm going to cut a total of 9, 10 pockets so that one can be the template. This doesn't have the size, but it's the letter I. The letter I. The letter I is 6 by 3.5. You're going to cut out 9, but for the purpose of the template, you need 1 for the template and then 9 for building the book, the demo. And we're going to label it accordingly. I pocket 6 by 3.5. I'm going to cut 10 of those. 6 by 3.5. What time is it right now? Okay, I still got time to cut. I think we can cut all 10 of them. I'm going to cut and probably score, which I don't have time for. That will go there. Okay, this one that I'm building upon. That will go on top of there. So I want out of my way. And use this. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay. Now, what was the size again? Six by 3.5. 6 by 3.5. 3 and a half. 3. I'm going to see if I can cut through all 5 of these. 3 and a half. Okay. By 6. Okay. Cut them all. Now I have to do that again. 3 by 6. 3. 3 and a half, right? Yeah, 3 and a half. Three and a half by 6. Okay. So I should have 10 of them right there. Okay. That's inside. I don't know why I always try to take that away. And scraps go there. Put this back over there. Okay. Now, for each one of these, we're going to score a 1/2 inch on 3 sides. On 3 sides to form a pocket. So let's start right here. Half an inch on 3 sides, the 2 short and the 1 long. That's for one side, and then 6 in one template. I'll tell you how you're going to label these here in a moment. So far we know the size is 6 by 3.5. I was supposed to get my allergy injection done today and I didn't. I've missed it for the past 3 weeks. Oh, I'm gonna have to go in next week for sure. I've been missing it for too long. Okay, so one is a demo or template. So I'm gonna keep one as a template, which we said was 3.5 by what? 3.5 by 6. This is letter I. 3.5 by 6, and it's a pocket. This one's the template. Okay, I'm gonna save that with our templates right there. These we can label later. But we want to make sure that we do label them. I'm just putting them separate so I can grab it real quick. It's best to do each one of these, cut out these edges here, the corners here, one at a time. Instead of putting one on top of the other, it's better to do it one at a time. Let me make sure that it's not touching or overlapping. These are like right on the money. Right on the money. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, that's what I needed. So this is how you're going to cut your corners. You're going to cut at an angle, like you have a triangle left over, like. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them. 8 more to go. I'm going to do like an assembly line. Cut it and drop it. Cut the angle and drop it. Cut the angle and drop it. Angle and drop it. It's good to have a demo or prototype along with your templates in a bag. My bag, I think, is like 13 by 15. I believe I got it from Amazon. And that's where I keep each of my albums in, my templates for each album that I've done. I used to keep them in binders. I still have some in the very, 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 very beginning. Many moons ago, I put them in binders. And I'm talking over 40 years ago. If you're a crafter, fine, you can join. If you're a crafter, you can join. But if you're not a crafter and you're a guy, no. Females, fine. Even if you're not crafting what I'm crafting, you're doing other kind of craft, that'd be cool. We can have that. But just guys that are not crafters, that are not making something, no. I'm married, no complications, and I want to keep it that way. No complications whatsoever. Don't need none. Oh, I don't know how to get this. Maybe if I add something here, it should stop. I wonder. Stop shaking the table. Hopefully I'll break it. I wonder if that'll stop shaking the table. Nope, it's not. How do I get it to stop shaking? Oh no. It's gonna ruin my. Oh. Maybe right here. No, it's shaking worse. How do you get the table to stop shaking? Does anybody know? It's the camera that's shaking, and the camera is on a clamp. On a clamp that has nice strong hinge clamps. Nice strong clamps. But I don't know why it shakes like that. It didn't used to shake on my other table. When I used to be on before. It didn't shake at all. I don't know why I'm doing that now. And it's only doing it for just the YouTube. The other cameras are not phased at all. Oh, it's the head of the camera. And now it's doing it to, I spoke too soon. Now it's doing it to, I think that's Facebook. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Okay, where is the one I'm working on? This is the new one. Okay. Okay. I'm like, why does this look like it's overlapping? It's not a flap, it's a pocket. Don't tell me this pocket got glued down. Okay, I didn't. I got glue on this edge though. There we go. I want to make sure we don't have no glue so that way I can demonstrate how everything's going to fit together. There we go. I'll make sure those corners are not obstructed. Not obstructed. Okay. So now we're going to put 3 of these eye pockets here. You can put them however you want. Like this. You can put as many as you want. You might want to add more pockets or put it like that. And put smaller pockets on the side here. The other ones I have it like this. But this one, I'm going to change this to this. Center it. Okay, I like it like that. Dime. Ponlo bien, ya. Le eché un poco de sal y un poco de vinagre.
Ya lo sé.
Ok. Oh, ya lo poniste. Ok. Le poniste la tapa encima. Ya, porque así
No sé si lo así, pero.
Nunca la había puesto, solo no tampoco.
Mira si tiene mucha agua, tiene poco. Si no tengo un aguacate, tengo un tomate. Sí.
Yes, I want to.
Con otro aguacate, tengo tomate.
Y no encuentre, me trae tomate.
All right.
All right. Okay, let's get these pockets down. I just had to really quick do some setting on the stove. It's starting to cook now. I can still do a few of these while it's cooking. Okay, so I'm going to put this, I'm going to center this here. This might not be the best, but once we get the going on the other book, we have to try to do our best. Once we get the real album going, we have to try to. Wow, you see how much? Why are you doing that, camera? Why are you moving so much like that? This, yeah, it's very loose. I need to figure it out. I will. I see why it's doing it. I need to figure it out. Okay, we got to put that here or here. I think I'll go this way. Put this here. And then put some pretty die cuts. Oh yeah, I like it. I think for my book, I'm going to do it this way. instead of the original way. I'm gonna lay the pockets like that on this side, and then do the same thing on the other side. Well, I'm gonna do it. I was thinking, oh, I want to add a flap. But when when I get ready to put the pocket, instead of putting the pocket the way I'm doing it now, I'm gonna put the flaps. I'm gonna put a flap and then put the pocket on top of the flap. So that way it'll open up this way. Yeah, it'll open up this way to create a layout going all the way across. I can see it in my mind. I can see it in my mind how I want it done. So once we get to the building the album, after we get these done, you'll see. Hopefully I'll remember. And I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and this way. Yep, I'm gonna create a flap. I'm gonna put the pockets on top of the flap and then open it from right to left. That way all of this will have a spread, and the other side will have a spread also up to here because of the pocket. Okay, so there's our pockets. Not all the way dry. Need to wait till it dries. Otherwise, it's gonna look weird. So here's our pockets. Let's show it this way. You stand it up like this. There's our 3 pocket. Right there. Right here's where I'm saying that I'm going to create a flap to put here. And then these pockets are going to go on top of the flap. You will open the flap this way. And I want to create a spread, a layout spread. 3 parts. 1, 2, and 3. But it's going to be one big spread. It's never been done before, but by me, it's going to be done by me. It's never been done before. Okay. Oh, let me check the stove. Hold on. Hold on, guys. It's overflowing. Why? It shouldn't be overflowing. been eating nothing all day today, and I am like mad hungry. Okay. Stop right there. Okay. Let me get back to this. And these go here. And no spread here. No spread here. I don't want to do too much. I think I'll do it like that though. Yeah. Okay. Yes, that's better. Go ahead and glue all this down. I want a paperweight. I need a paperweight. Can somebody send me a paperweight off of Amazon? I have my Amazon link on YouTube. I need a paperweight. Somebody send me a paperweight. Any kind of paperweight. I'm not picky. I'm not picky at all. Go to my YouTube channel, because that's where you will see the videos for this album from beginning to end. Step-by-step instruction. Step-by-step instruction from beginning until we're done building our album from beginning to end. Okay. And hopefully I will have photos to put in it. For sure, I'm going to be having a bunch of clip arts, a bunch of ephemeras that I've made myself through AI. I've done a bunch of things through AI, which we're going to be using in the album. That's going to be great. This setup is different than the original prototype. It's set up differently than the original prototype, so you can see the different ways of laying your pocket out. You don't have to lay it down the same way I'm laying it down. You might have a better idea on how to lay it out on your page. You don't even need to have the same amount that I have. You can add or remove, make them smaller or bigger. This is normally my how I do all my albums. This is how I start making it. There might be a time that I don't want to put a demo together, so I'll just start using templates from different pieces of album, from different albums to create one album. And then I have to go back and do a demo because I like the way it turned out. So I learned to just go ahead and keep making the templates, keep making the demo. Because they help you in the long run. They help you to be more, open up your mind more, have a better vision. And I'm not even measuring this, the space in between there. I'm not even measuring it according to the other side or nothing like that, because I just I don't want the neatness of the aesthetic. I want the instead of making it even, I want it to be odd. If you can understand that, what I'm saying. Then I can decorate all of this right here. Do a spread like this. Half a spread here and a half a spread there. So with these 2 pages, I'll lay down my decorative sheet first before I lay down the pockets. Okay, so the last 2 pages are done. It's just a matter of decorating them. Now here, wait, how did we end up with 4 pages? Oh no, it's not 4 pages, it's 3. Okay. That was confusing. So I didn't lay it on this side. I thought I did. I laid it on this side. That's what I did. Oh, this is going to be the waterfall right here. That is out of place. That's what that is. This was in, I put it in the wrong place. I did this in the wrong place. It's supposed to go here. And then the waterfall. But I already got my mind up to add another flap and put the pockets on top of the flap. Then open it and have 3-page spread. Because this is about the same size as this right here. It's going to be the same as the other side. Okay. So tomorrow we will work on the waterfall. We will work on this side. Then I'm going to create a flap here. I'm going to try to remove these. If not, I'm just going to put void. If not void, just keep it as another idea. I'll keep it there as another idea. But for the book that I'm doing now, it's going to be a 3-page spread. 3-page spread layout. Yeah. And then the pockets are going to go on top of the flap. That's going to go here. Then when we open it, we'll make a 3-page spread layout. So I have these 2 to work on yet. Okay. Thank you, you guys. And until the next one, bye. Adios. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the likes. Until the next one, bye. I got a bunch of these that I got to power down. And this one. $153, 43 viewers. Oh, I got 2 comments. Let me see. How? Oh, hello. Okay. Oh, and then the other one. All two. Okay. Lavina is watching. Hey, hi. I'm finished. And then okay. End stream. And how do I do this now? Why is this not wanting to end? End stream. I can't. I don't know how to end the stream for you. YouTube. Your stream will stop. Okay.